and welcome to Fairyland Cottage. Where are we? What are we doing here? We're gonna get into it, but I just wanted to start the video. Oh god, first of all, I need to catch my breath. I swear to you, if ever you're feeling down, put on some Rick James or put on whatever like you just love to dance out to. So get yourself a tea, get cozy. I have to drink tea because there is no coffee at this place and the closest supermarket is really far. So I've just been going down to like this little restaurant every morning and getting coffee. I just want to read you guys some affirmations this morning that I thought about during my meditation practice, and that I just felt like, oh, I can't wait to finish this meditation to film myself telling you guys this, and I really hope that it resonates with somebody and it just brightens your day a little bit. Alright, first one. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. And if you're having a hard time like when you're saying these, actually feeling it, just say it louder and with conviction. Not like, I believe in myself, like, I believe in myself, bitch. Like, I believe in myself. Everything I touch turns to gold. Can you imagine that just like in a visceral sense? Like, imagine that every project that you did or everything that you ever wanted to try, you don't have to worry about it because when you touch it, it turns directly to gold, baby. I am a powerful creator. Look at this! Oh my god. I am a powerful creator. Look at yourself in the mirror, girl or boy. Hi boys, I'm just kidding. I am a powerful creator. I am so fun and cool and everyone wants to be my friend. Imagine if you walked through life thinking that everyone wants to be your friend and just really understands you and you have an easy way of communicating to others. I think that so often our fears in life come from this place of like, people are judging me or people don't like me. But if you can trick yourself into thinking that everyone loves you and they want the best for you, then you truly can walk into a room with such ease and confidence because you know that you hold yourself. And the last one that I want to share with you guys this morning that's really resonated with me lately is, if I am being presented with an obstacle now, it's to help me grow. You know, I think oftentimes in life, you know, we start out on like a spiritual journey or we start out trying to better ourselves, and that's when I think that we're being hit with like these difficult situations, or you know, we're like, oh, things were going so well, like why, like I thought the universe was only gonna bring me abundance. The way that we grow in life is through adversity, and if you're able to find that inner strength, then no matter what life throws at you, you're able to face that with ease and with grace. And that's something that I want to talk about later in this video, and that I've really been cultivating lately, is just like finding that inner stoicism. And I'll share like how I am doing that and how I'm making life fun for me and stuff. But before we get into the rest of the video, I want to thank today's video sponsor, which is BetterHelp. I love you, BetterHelp. Thank you for, you know, supporting what I'm doing, supporting this channel. So if you guys don't know, BetterHelp is an online therapy resource, and what I love about it is you can do it from literally anywhere in the world. As you guys know, I've been traveling lately. Can you imagine if like in that little town of Iceland, like to find a therapist, that would have been so difficult. So, you know, if you're traveling, it's a really great resource as well, whether you're in school, etc. Because you can really have access to somebody 24/7 from anywhere in the world. You just sign in and you can message your therapist. How they do it, it's super simple. You answer a few questions and they will match you with a licensed professional therapist who is perfect for you. It's a lot more affordable than traditional therapy, and also, you know, if you're not vibing with the person that they match you with at first, they make it super easy to switch therapists, which I think is so imperative, seeing as we all have our different temperaments and we all have our different ways of relating to people, and so the fact that they make that easy I think is really incredible. So if you guys are interested, I would highly recommend it, and they're actually offering a special discount after your first month. All you have to do is go to betterhelp.com/purple. That's betterhelp.com/purple. So thank you so much to BetterHelp. We love you, and let's get back into the video. Okay, let's take it down a notch. I feel like I have like a lot of excited like energy right now because I just feel like I haven't And just like do a little calm catch up if you guys want. Maybe like in the background do like do like some cleaning or something like that. I don't know. I love listening to like long videos while I am doing household work, just because I feel like I'm very like accompanied. And yeah, so first things first, I am no longer in Iceland. My time in Iceland has come to an end. I think most of you guys are a jour. Like, I think most of you guys are like caught up with this, but I went to Iceland for the summer to do an art residency, and it's so life-changing. I think that you guys could also see in the videos how much I just transformed by returning to nature, and just being in this very healing country. And I think that I gathered so many tools that I'm going to carry with me wherever I go in life. And I'm so grateful to have experienced that. I'm actually going back next summer as well for 2 months. So yeah, I wanted to share with you some of the things that I've learned and how I plan to integrate it into my journey as like an artist and as a human going forward, because I definitely feel like they could be helpful for you as well. You know, I went there with this idea and in head of what I was gonna do, like very driven, like I'm going to work on this project and this and that. And when I got there, I just allowed myself to follow what excites and follow what feels good. And I think this is the first lesson that I really learned from being there. It's not only just like follow what excites and follow what feels good, but surround yourself with people that make you feel good. Surround yourself with people that when you see them, their face lights up because they're so excited to see you, you know? I think that we have, you know, this common misconception also like around positivity, that like all of your friends, you know, if you're trying to be like high vibe and trying to, they have to be like positive all the time. But I don't think that that's necessarily true. Like I have a lot of like sarcastic friends and different types of friends. But the most important thing to me is when I see you, I feel like this, that au fond de tout, like at the end of everything, there is this love there, this important love. And follow what excites around your art, follow what excites around friendship, but also around the simple things. For example, when you wake up in the morning and you go to like put on your clothes, if those clothes aren't bringing you joy and like making you feel good and are supporting you in your journey, donate them. If the way that you wear your hair and superficial things like that doesn't feel like it's making you feel better, change your look, you know what I mean? So just in every aspect of your life, instead of doing what you should do, follow what brings you joy, because when you are aligned with your purpose, it feels good. Do you know what I mean? And this was something, you know, that I was having a little bit of difficulty with the first couple days that I came back to France. Oh my god, I don't even think I said where I am. So I am back in France. I'm in Normandy right now. I have this little beach cottage that I rented out. I actually rented this out even before like I decided I was gonna go to Iceland. I rented this out because it was supposed to be like a celebration for my book release. My book isn't out yet. It will be out very soon, so stay tuned for that. And it's been really nice because I think when I first came back to Paris, I was like coming away from all of this nature and feeling so held and supported in all this nature, and then coming back to sort of a lot of responsibilities. And okay, so this is crazy, you guys. When I first came back to Paris, I checked my mailbox. I had a letter from the Ministre de l'Intérieur, which is like the government, French government, telling me that my interview for French nationality is in 2 weeks. Bitch, it's in 2 weeks! Do you know how little time that is to prepare? And also, they were like, okay, you need to bring this document, this document, this document. You now have like memorized for your interview like 100 questions. On top of this, I also had this engagement for this art show that I am going to be doing. I have to develop a whole performance. It's a multimedia performance. There's going to be like projections, and I have a friend of mine creating sound and doing the sound live, and you know, and then I was also thinking like, okay, my book is going to be released, and like music and all of this stuff, and it was just very overwhelming to come back to Paris with all of these things just sort of on top of each other. And knowing after all of like the growth and healing and all this that I had done in Iceland, that what I should be doing is following what feels good. And none of these things felt good, baby. None of these things felt good. You know, like even just like developing this performance, which was an engagement that I had made like 6 months ago or so. I was like, I don't want to do this. I want to go get a guitar and play music. I want to, you know, like I just want to, I don't want to have these responsibilities. I just want to release all of these. I felt almost like frustrated for a second. But then I remembered if we are trying to level up, so to speak, we are presented with challenges as a way to learn and grow. On Earth, you know, if everything was just rosy all the time, we would all just become very complacent. And so I looked at this as an opportunity in finding inner strength. I think that oftentimes in life, we look to the outside world, our environment, to regulate our inside internal temperature and feelings. But what I'm trying to do as I move forward is cultivate enough habits and self-care rituals so that I have the tools necessary for that my insides regulate my outside world. Like, I fucking wake up every day and I tell myself, stress does not resonate with me. Whenever I start feeling stress, I ground myself and I remember the tools that I have laid out for myself so that I am better prepared. And one of these, which I shared in my last video, is the morning routine that I developed around affirmations. And I find myself going from a place of fear to a place of love, a place of joy, a place where I can dance around in my kitchen and I'm not burdened. Because in reality, there's always going to be something in life that could pull us down, that could bring us into this place of fear. You know, whether it's my interview for nationality, whether that is, you know, a conflict with somebody, etc. But if we're able to create space for ourselves that we can always come back to, then we are so strong emotionally and in our interior that nothing from the outside world can knock us off that path. You know, and this is something that I started learning in the beginning of the year. I remember like I missed my airplane somewhere, and I started like experimenting with like, okay, what if I looked at this as like, what is the good in this? Like, how can I make this fun for me? And that was the first time that I had really done that, and it just sort of struck something in myself. And that's why it can be a little bit frustrating when you meet people who do like get their energy from stress. Like for example, I don't know, you're driving with somebody in the car and they miss their exit and they're like, fuck, I missed my exit, fuck, like, I missed my exit again. Like, you know, like some like really, and you're just like, chill, it's cool. Can kind of annoy you because especially as empaths, we can be very susceptible to soaking up other people's energies. And also, I think as empaths, a lot of people just like see us as, especially like very positive empaths, see us as these little like positive fairies that they can just like soak up all of our energy, and then we leave feeling very depleted. And this is why I think it's so important to have very healthy boundaries. Like, not everyone is deserving of your energy, and you don't owe anybody your energy either. And I think this is a very great lesson to learn as well. So yeah, I have my nationality interview next week and I'm not fucking worried about it because France would be lucky to have me. And I am already like French. I am already, it's like mine. Do you know what I mean? This is like the energy we need to have. And another thing is like not just having positive energy, but also like confident energy. Like, I think as well, like sharing on social media, we have this like there's always this little voice in our head like, no one cares what you're doing, like why are you sharing it? But if they don't care, they can just unfollow. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I have been very like vocal and outspoken, I think, on my Instagram and things about the things that I'm doing, because I fucking love myself, and you should love yourself too. Like, let's love ourselves and treat ourselves the way we would treat somebody who's really special and who deserves to take up space, you know? Oh my god. Ah! So yeah, those are some very big lessons that I've learned from Iceland. Also, I think it's just so crazy, I have to say this, that like for so long I wanted to start playing like the electric guitar, and I just so happens when I went there, there's one just sitting there, and I took the time to, you know what I mean? Like things fall into place. So don't ever forget to be vocal about what you want. Do you know what I mean? Never forget as well that the universe will expand in relation to how much space you want to take up and how much you are expanding as a person. Never think that just because maybe things were some way before that they have to stay that way. When you start to level up, the universe will be like, okay, bitch, look at Shayna. Okay, bitch, look at Clarissa. Look at Meredith. I don't know why I'm saying like these names. She's ready. And then they're going to be like, okay. And so think of it as like the universe, sort of like an accordion, expanding or getting smaller based on how much space you want to take up. Like you can take over the world, baby. You can take over the world. Oh my God. So anyway, we're in Normandy. I honestly wasn't even planning to film here. I was like, I'm just gonna have a little time to myself, but I just feel, especially lately, that I want to share the things that I've learned. And I think that oftentimes as a creator, you can get in sort of like a habit of making videos, and so you're just like recording your life instead of realizing like how much you can actually like share about your life lessons, etc. So wait, I have to tell you guys something. This is crazy. Wait. So I'm in Normandy right now, and if you guys don't know, Normandy is one of the big areas during World War II. And this morning I walked down to get coffee because we're out of coffee, and I randomly came across this sort of ceremony taking place. Yeah, they were doing this ceremony in front of the church to commemorate the fallen victims of World War II. They were playing the bagpipes, there were a lot of speakers. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but the Saskatchewan tribe actually helped a lot during World War II, and there was this woman there, this very beautiful older woman with these long braids, and she came to the microphone to read a poem, and she told us about how during one of these ceremonies before, one of her elders laid on her stomach in the grass and held out her arms like this. She said that the elder told her that no matter what happens in life, she knows she can return to nature and to feeling grounded. And so she read a poem that she wrote about this experience, and it really touched me. I unfortunately didn't record it, but I wrote what I remembered of it. So I want to read it to you because I felt like that morning I definitely need to hear it, and it was definitely relevant to my journey. If you're feeling anxious, ground yourself. If you feel your fears taking over, ground yourself. Put your hands in the grass, sit next to a stream, ground yourself. If you feel small, ground yourself. Return to nature, return to yourself. Return and release the negative energy back into the earth. You can always come here where you can ground yourself. No matter what's happening in the outside world, if you can find ways to ground yourself, whether that is like physically being in nature, having this routine where you say these affirmations out loud, you will have an inner strength that is unshakable. So yeah, I sort of took some liberties at the end of the poem because I just couldn't remember, but anyway, this is just what I wanted to share. I don't want to make this video like 3 hours long, but I just want to thank you guys for being a part of my journey, even when I was going through difficult moments in my life, when I wasn't grounded, when I was going through pain in my life. I feel like that's what I was talking about earlier, is like that there is this foundation of love there, and I really hope that going forward, by me trying to better myself and become a stronger teacher, leader, and just person in general, that I can be a sort of grounding place in your life as well. I don't know why I want to cry. It just made me feel really happy. So I love you. I want to go down to the beach and just like jump in the water and roam around. Maybe I'll film a small bit of it. Maybe get some pizza. I don't know. I don't know. I feel really happy. So I love you so much. Put on an outfit if you haven't gotten ready for the day yet. Put on an outfit that makes you feel happy. Dance around. Say some beautiful affirmations for yourself. And yeah, I won't see you guys next week because I have my nationality interview and I just really want to prepare for that. But I will see you the week after. And if you guys do want more content from me, I'm still posting on my Patreon. I have an Instagram. Oh, I actually just started doing TikTok again, where I think I'm gonna be posting like music stuff. So I would love to see you guys over there. And I fucking love you. I love you so much. And I hope you have a beautiful day. If you made it to the end, leave me a comment with just like your favorite affirmation. You're beautiful. I appreciate you. And I will see you next time. Bye.